Alright, we got a tree. We're gonna fail today. It didn't make it through the lightning strike. Split and blew bark off. We got a brand new saw. We got the good old 250, I think. 290 Farm Boss. Got, I don't know, 6 chains, 25-inch big boy, 20-inch. That one's been a good one. It's got the smaller 325 blade, and that's got a 3/8 blade. So between it and the gas, we got 2 full tanks, 2 gallons, and a gallon of oil. We're gonna notch this tree. It's gonna fall this way. I'm gonna shoot it between this tree and that tree, which ain't gonna be too hard. This is the only limb that's gonna cause it to roll right here up further, but we're gonna lay it down first, take and cut a pie shape out of it and cut the back, and the back's, hopefully if I cut the pie out, it's still strong enough because it just got struck by lightning in the fall. And then we'll go from there. But we're gonna take a big old pie out this side. I'm gonna cut the other side first and then cut this side and kick it out of there. I didn't bring my sledgehammer wedges, but it's leaning that way. It'll fall that way. We'll get back with you. she's down. I've been cutting limbs. A little bit of firewood for the old man. I'll throw that on the truck too. But there's not a lot of leaves and brush, but we've got a quarter of it cleaned up. Need to call my buddy Ed about this bobcat grappler on it. But I backed up under this longer limb here and dropped it in the trailer to mash a bunch of the greenery down. And when we come back, we'll work on this side of that limb and get that greenery. But yeah, it's over a couple of hundred, maybe 150. But cut it up big enough pieces for the bobcat to handle it. But to get the bobcat, got to bring my other truck and trailer. Boy's 16, but he ain't ever pulled a truck and a trailer, and you don't ask a 16-year-old to pull a truck and a trailer that can't drive that good anyway. He gotta get a lot of miles under his belt. He ain't worried about driving. But that right there will fit on the next trailer load. And that right there we're gonna put on this one. What's left on the ground and one or two limbs there. And then I'll strap it and pull it on down unless I back under that other limb and drop it in there. But the saw's working great. I gotta sharpen them or change blades and then sharpen them later. Dead wood doesn't cut good, and them limbs there are dead. I got two limbs knocked out of the hickory tree. I thought it was pecan, but it's hickory. And just a little bit of brush to go on there. You having fun, boy? Yeah, he ain't having fun. Manual labor sucks, but somebody's got to do it. Appreciate it. We'll get back with you. Alrighty, I'm through cutting. Should have did a little video before, but I got it on time lapse. I'll try to add it to it. The saw is pretty good. It made cutting that right there a lot easier than cutting it with that 20-inch Farm Boss. That is a 54 cc's, and then that one is the 391L, which is a 64.1 cc's, I think. 25-inch blade. Swapped the blade. The other one got dull cutting. So, new blades, $30, $32, and $29 or something. Anyway, I got a bunch of them I sharpened up, but I went ahead and put a new one on. I could cut this up and bust it up for firewood. I don't know how I will feel, cause this thing about whooped my butt. My boy give out on me after a load and a half of brush. So he did good. His mama doesn't do what I do, and she lets him stay inside. So, work to be done, gotta get work done. I'll get my little bobcat because the big bobcat is tore up and needs a hydraulic line. I can get it this weekend, but I'm gonna try to have this loaded up before then. It'll pick all this up easy, no problem. Had to cut this up into smaller sections for it to handle it. I might have to take the bucket off and just throw a hook and a chain around it, because that's 1,000 pounds there. It's in 2 pieces, so yeah, that thing's oak. It's heavy. I cut this up a little smaller. I should have marked it out because I got some small sections with the knots, because I knew it'd weigh more. Straight section, knot, and 2 straights. It might struggle cutting this. I might cut that lower. He ain't gonna care because it'll sit there and rot. He'll just grind leaves up around it. But she's cut up. Took me 24 minutes, time lapse wise. Been up here an hour and a half. So, hour and a half cutting up. But got a little bit of brush to put in the bottom. That was from the hickory tree. I broke the limb out of it, pulled it with the truck, and snatched it on off. I got 1 or 2 little limbs that broke, but a little bit more firewood for the old man. That's why I said that there's a good bit of firewood here in this whole limb, and 1 of those limbs, and 2 over there. I might cut some more up, but as far as right now, all I'm gonna do is get it up and load it up. It's supposed to rain Thursday. Today's Tuesday. So I might drive the truck and trailer to the work tomorrow and come up here, drop it, and then go get the dump trailer. I don't know. We'll have to see, because I ain't busted none of that. I'll bust some of the small stuff because it's already dry and got a check mark in it. So it'll bust pretty easy anyway. But anyhow, hope you enjoyed it. Might get a little bit of video loading it up, might not. So small stuff ain't no big deal, but the bigger stuff, bobcat ain't running the best in the world. I got a bid on another one, so maybe I'll get it and I get rid of this little one I got. But anyhow, appreciate it. Hope everybody enjoyed it. Back here, up here at the tree job. I can't talk again. Pollen. That's cut. This is the only one that didn't cut all the way through. I gotta nick it a little bit right there. Didn't go through. I'm gonna try to save 2 of these for my dog pen, but the rest of them are going in the thing. I gotta get over here and load up this brush, and then we'll get the bobcat out and load up the rest of it. I'll push the logs in first and load up this other stuff. Look at her, she's already working. Good woman's hard to find, boys. I tried to do some time lapse and I can't hardly talk, but all I got is to cut that little bit. I'm gonna cut a couple of these in half, that one, and then load this up. I got an hour, and then we'll be done. I'll load these on tail end probably. Load this on the front where it'll slide, but I'll show you what it looks like when it's cleaned up, maybe. If I can talk anyway. Appreciate it. Alrighty, I'm through. Still can't talk. But tree didn't get cut down any closer, but back drugged and the last 2 logs, and I went and cut the other one. But it's loaded up right there. Them 2 logs are about 2,000 pounds, more than 1,500. That bobcat can pick up 1,500 easy. Let me shut and lock these gates. Appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna tell the boy I had some firewood. I'm gonna see if he wants to split and bust it. I ain't. Appreciate it.